Midnight, Shelly waited for Alice to fall asleep. She poured the anesthetic into the face towel to make Alice unconscious. Then, she smeared plastic on Alice's face. Shelly sat in front of the mirror. Put on Alice's plush earrings. She remembered her past. When she was a teenager, she had been carefully make up by her mother, making money for her mother. If she protested, she would be beaten. Until one day, while receiving guests, she could not stand it, she bit the guest's finger. Shelly hid in the kitchen, picked up the knife from the cutting board, stabbed the man's feet a few times. He screamed painfully, and slapped Shelly once. Then he held a pot of boiling water on the stove, and poured it on her, burned all her face. Her mother locked her in the room, until Shelly was determined to get out. She was bluntly refused. Her mother was even about to hold the scissors, and threatened to cut Shelly's tongue. She stabbed her mother's back. Then she used force to push her mother against the wall, to vent out of her resentment. Recalling everything, she removed the frozen plastic and makeup for that mask. When Alice woke up the next day, the doorbell rang. Shelly wanted to watch TV with her. Though she refused over and over again, Shelly kept persisting. Alice helplessly agreed to let Shelly in for tea. Sitting for not long, Alice was too tired. She told Shelly that she would go to bed for a while. She intended to invite Shelly to come back home. Shelly froze and said nothing, silently left. A few days later, when she went to the gym, Shelly sneaked to Alice's house. Imitating Alice, she burned scented candles, drained the sink, turned on the music. She also wore a mask lying in the bath to enjoy. The next morning, Alice's friend called her to advise she should not continue like that. If she had decided to end the relationship, then did not continue to communicate anyway. Alice was lost in a maze of love. Basically, she couldn't hear any advice. Just hung up the phone, a hand appeared. Reached out to cover her mouth. Who was in here except Shelly?